Hi guys, welcome to another Video Monday. Last night I posted on Facebook and I asked you what you guys wanted to hear about or what you wanted to learn about for today's video. One gal named Tracy mentioned that she really wanted to learn about the difference between raw food and cooked food. She's heard, that there's benefits to raw food and she didn't quite understand what they were. So basically, I made a few notes because often I finish these videos and then later I think of other things that I meant to say. So I just wrote a few notes down and I'll refer to them if needed. The main thing about raw food is that it's full of life force. So the food hasn't been drained of its vital energy. And so when we consume the food, that energy actually translates into our bodies and therefore we get more energy from them. The difference being, of course, something that's really processed or something that's overly cooked. I refer to this food as being dead food, and this food just doesn't contain the same energy on a chemical level and on an energetic level as high vibrating raw food does. So that's the main thing. And from a scientific perspective, what happens is when we cook our food, we lose enzymes. And enzymes are really necessary for digestion. And if enzymes are lacking in the food that we eat, our bodies have to work much harder in order to digest and properly assimilate the food. So raw foods are full of enzymes. When we cook the food, especially if we go above 115 degrees, we start to lose some of those vital enzymes, and therefore our bodies, again, are forced to work a little bit harder in the digestive process. And that, of course, again, is going to drain our natural energy that much more. What else? The other benefits with regards to raw food, it's naturally so much easier to be hydrated when you're eating raw food. Raw food contains lots of water, whereas when you cook food, it drains the water from the food. And it's hard enough to stay hydrated, especially when it's summer and we're sweating and we're doing all this stuff, drinking caffeine. So eating more raw or adding more raw food is definitely going to help you to stay more hydrated. Raw food is also really a great option for weight loss. It tends to be lower in calories than cooked food or processed food, and it's also natural. So again, not a lot gets wasted. There's not a lot of toxins in that food that's being stored in your body. So instead, it's easier in a way to get a little bit leaner, for example, with lots of raw. Also, lastly, raw food, amazing for disease prevention and for overall health and longevity. You get so many more nutrients from the food you're eating when it's not cooked to death and when it's not processed and messed with by man. So add more raw food into your life, even if you're not, going to convert to being 100% full-time raw foodists. Just add more in. There's so many ways you can do that. Have a great week, you guys.